Hey everyone, welcome again to our next video. Today we're going to be covering how to use the My Nodes interface. So once you've actually logged into the site and you've got your list of nodes up by clicking My Nodes at the top of the screen here, we can then start doing a few things with the interface and so on. So if we basically want to find a node, we can do that in a couple of ways. First, we could search by its name. So, I've got a node called Syscoin, so I can search via that, okay? If I want to search by a coin type, for example, again, if I was to pick Syscoin, for example, here, yeah, then what it's going to do is it's going to filter all the nodes with a currency of Syscoin. Obviously, I've only got one, but I mean, if you've got a few nodes, you can filter by that, and then it's just going to list the 3 or 4 or 5 nodes or whatever that you've got of Syscoin, all right? And you can do the same with plan. At the moment we've got everybody's on pro because we've not released the plans yet, but you can click here and then see which nodes you've got attached with pro, which ones are using the free, which obviously you can see at the moment is none, because all our nodes are on pro, as you can see. Okay. What we can also do is, if we want to pick this node here, for example, we've got a few options on the right under actions, you can see here, and we've got this one, which is the view details. This is for edit. This is if I wanted to delete it. Not sure you'd want to use that, but it's there in case you need to set up the node again. We've got the event log, and we've got this refresh button. Now, if I click the refresh button, you can see it's now going to do some checks, and you can see the last seen, if you scroll back a few seconds now, it's now gone from 0917 to 0928. So that means we've refreshed, we've polled our node, we've seen that, yeah, there's some changes. We've now pulled in those changes and see that our node is still active. If we'd have seen that it was still at 0917, then we might have had some issues, but everything is generally working fine, so that's good. If we want to click this button here, the 3 little lines, that's the event log. So if we click that, we can see all the list of things that have been going on with this node. So you can see when statuses of changes, when it's gone enabled, when the payouts come out, okay? And you can see that all from the beginning when the very first entry came in that said added to monitoring. And again, you can see all those things, all right? If we go back, we can choose the edit node. Now you can click this if you want to, for example, go in and say, oh, well, I want to put my email notifications on. So you can click that and save it. So you can get your status emails, your payout alerts via email, and our proactive check. I'll go into that a bit later on. We'll explain some of those issues, but that's effectively the notifications that you can receive. Okay, and if we go to the eye icon, that's the view details, so we can go into there. It's going to view all the information similar to what you were seeing in the table, but you can also see then it shows the notifications as well, so you can see all the stuff relating to the node and the notifications on one screen. Okay, so we'll go back, and that takes us back to the list. Now you can see here I've got 50 items on this screen. Now normally by default that's actually set to 10, so I'll just reset that a second. Okay, this is what you'll normally have when you log in. You think, well, okay, I've got a lot of nodes now, and I now need to see everything on one screen. So what I can do is I can click here, and I can put, for example, 50 like I had before, and now I've got 50 on one screen. Okay, but what if you want more than 50? Okay, we can do that as well. All we do is we basically set it to 0, so no limit. Apply, and now I've got 200 nodes on one screen. Okay, which might be a bit much. I mean, generally for me, I generally prefer the limit of 50. That's generally quite reasonable, so you've not got too many screens. So we've got 50 on one screen. If I want to temporarily view 200 nodes on one screen, then I can just click this little red button with the little cross, and now, as you can see, I've got everything on one screen. But again, if I then go to my nodes, that's going to go back to 50, because you can see 1 to 50 again there. If you want to hide some of these columns, maybe you've got a smaller screen and you don't necessarily need to see some of this information, we can do that as well. So we can say, okay, let's go here, let's take the plan and move it over here. Let's say we don't want to see that. We can put that over here. So we've just shortened that down. Let's go to apply now. And you'll see the pro columns moved, the payee columns disappeared as well. Okay, so now we can actually move and delete the columns we don't want to see. If we want to put them back, then we can put, for example, there. I'll put that there. We can apply. You can change the ordering if you don't want. If you want the status to be somewhere else, you can change the ordering. So that's also possible as well. All right, so that's how you can generally customize the interface here. Okay, so thanks for watching, and we hope you enjoyed today's video.